boxing fans, here we go with a 4-rounder. Featherweights. Joe Chavez from Albuquerque, New Mexico, making his professional debut, will take on the very well-experienced Chris Crespin from Los Lunas. There you see Chris in the blue trunks pacing around his corner there, waiting to get started here as Joe Chavez approaches the ring. Our ring announcer tonight is Leroy Mora. And let's go up to Leroy.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the last bout of the evening. We're scheduled for 4 rounds. We have the referee is Albuquerque, the judges will be Terry Hampton, Walt Brown, and Larry Chavez. Fighting in, out of the red corner, weighing at 126 pounds, making his professional debut, Joe Chavez.
So we're all set for 4 rounds of professional boxing here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. Thanks for joining us tonight here at the Lujan building. 2 New Mexico favorites. Joe Chavez, an outstanding amateur boxer, now stepping up into the pro ranks, is going to go, and what a way to start against such an experienced fighter as Chris Crespin from Los Lunas, New Mexico. But we're all set as we await the bell for round 1. Dan Cisneros at ringside. You're watching the 8-Count Boxing Hour tonight, and thanks again for joining us here on Community Cable Channel 27, Public Access Television here in Albuquerque. And we're underway. Round 1. Chris Crespin in the blue trunks with the white trim. A kickboxer. And you see the two mixing it up, and Chris Crespin getting off to a good start here, letting his hands go against Joe Chavez. Oh, and there's a little right hand that lands on the chin of Chavez. Chavez took it well. Joe Chavez probably feeling the butterflies here in his professional debut. Joe, trained by Henry Anaya Sr., fighting as an amateur from Henry's Boxing Club, and Crespin was leaning back against the ropes, and Chavez helped him a little bit, but that is not a knockdown. Crespin was off balance. He was leaning against the ropes gave way. Referee Al Martinez rules that is not a knockdown. So a little bit of excitement to start the pro career of Joe Chavez, as he has Chris Crespin going through the ropes, but everything's okay. Back to action, and now Crespin getting right back into the action. Both guys throwing those short chopping shots in close. And I'm sorry, did I say the Lujan building? Oh, of course, we're at Roller West here in Albuquerque. Now Joe Chavez on the attack, backing Crespin up a little bit. So this has been a good back and forth opening round in this featherweight bout. Again, Crespin in the blue, very experienced. I mean, after only 9 pro fights, he has been in with some top level of competition as the two are mixing it up real nicely here. Chavez keeping Crespin back against the ropes. And now Crespin tries to surge forward and move away from the ropes. As I was saying, Chris Crespin, well, let's just look at his last fights. He's faced Steve Hindy, Neto Bravo, Eddie Hobson, Justin Juco, and Laurent Warrior. So there's no easy fights for Crespin in the blue trunks, and now he's taking on a pro debuting amateur star from New Mexico, Joe Chavez. That ends the first round, and it was a good even back and forth round. That round, I think, could have gone either way. It's a tough one to score for the judges. And that shows how even of a match this is. He's done well in both. He did good as an amateur boxer, and he was an outstanding kickboxer. So he's well trained in the arts. And Joe Chavez, of course, a celebrated amateur boxer from New Mexico. This is a very good matchup. Very interesting to see which way this one's going to go. That was a good opening round. So we're all set for round two, referee Al Martinez. And round two is underway in this one. A good New Mexico battle. And Chavez came out fast, but Crespin caught him with a good shot. Kind of slowed the momentum. But both guys, when they're inside, you'll see they're letting their hands go. Chavez working with both hands, staying busy. Lots of inside fighting. These two guys are, oh, there's a right hand from Crespin that catches Chavez. Chavez took it well. Again, Joe Chavez working to the body. And now Crespin, he was throwing some shots, but as Chavez turned around, Crespin let one caught him behind the head. He apologized for that, not intentional. These guys are in close. Lots of inside fighting here as Crespin tries the uppercut, steps back and comes back with a combination. And Joe Chavez just crowds him and now goes to the body. Chavez looks like a pretty good little body puncher. Crespin weighed in at 126. Joe Chavez weighed in at 125. But Crespin would be probably a little bit naturally bigger of the two fighters. The crowd is really into this one. Both of these young men have their backers. Crespin has quite a few followers that have come up from Los Lunas for this one in Albuquerque. And of course, Joe Chavez, very popular fighting here in his hometown. As he tried a series of uppercuts, there's another one, but oh, and there's a nice right hand from Crespin. Crespin with a beautiful counter shot, and now Chavez fires back with some right hands. This is a good, even match. These two guys are really going at it. Staying busy. Both guys are working in there. And there's a body shot from Crespin as he has Chavez back against the ropes, trying to keep him there. Again, Crespin moving forward, coming in behind shots, and Joe Chavez, though, trying to do some good counter punching back against the ropes, and that ends round two. There's the whistle for seconds out. Good lively crowd here. Daniel Perez taking on Randy Smith in the main event. And this card is loaded with local talent as we start round three. Joe Chavez in the black trunks. Chris Crespin in the blue trunks. And now Crespin, as Chavez settled back against the ropes, Crespin just opened up and started to rip to the body. But look at Chavez answer back. And Chavez now working with both hands. He got caught with a right hand, but continued to work, and now Crespin turns him around. Back and forth from these two. Again, Joe Chavez working with both hands as he moves forward, and now the referee calls for timeout. I think there was a low blow in there. Yeah, I didn't catch that low blow, but the gentleman says that he did see a low blow in there, so referee Al Martinez not going to take the point away, showing some good restraint here. Going to give Crespin some time to shake it off as the two get back to work. So glad you're joining us here tonight on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. Again, you can see Crespin just kind of imposing his size advantage. He just looks a little bit bigger. He only weighed in a pound heavier at the weigh-in, but he just looks a little bit bigger in the ring in front of us. And again, he has Chavez on. Now Chavez steps out away from the ropes and switches on Crespin. But Chris Crespin, experienced, very smartly ties up Chavez. And now Joe Chavez has him out in the middle of the ring as Crespin tries to push him back. A lot of grappling between these two, a lot of inside fighting as they are tied up, and now Joe Chavez kind of turns Crespin around. Both guys are trying to get the advantage here. Crespin just seems to have a little more size advantage as he continues to push Joe Chavez back. And so Chavez just working with those speedy hands. There you see Joe Chavez trying some uppercuts. He gets caught by a counter shot from Crespin. Back into the corner goes Joe Chavez, who rips an uppercut. Another uppercut. And both guys trading body shots. This is a war on the inside. So as we're coming down to the end of this third round, another close round. Again, Crespin working, pushing Joe Chavez back, and Joe Chavez answering back with punches. That ends round 3, 1 to go. Featherweights here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. So 3 rounds are in the book, 1 to go in this one. The pro debut of Joe Chavez taking on Las Lunas, New Mexico's Chris Crespin. And this is a hard one for the judges. Crespin has been able to push Chavez back and kind of take control in that way, yet Joe Chavez ripping shots and staying busy with a lot of punches. This is a close one, and it could hang in the balance here in this 4th round. The pattern has been set. Chris Crespin in the blue moving forward and punching, and Joe Chavez retreating back against the ropes and then firing. Once he feels those ropes on his back, it seems like he starts to get busy as he comes out to the center of the ring now. There's some shots to the head landed by Crespin. Chris Crespin doing some good work now, finishes with the right hand, continuing to punch. Now Chavez answers back. Now Chavez with a series of ripping shots inside, uppercuts, and some short chopping right hands. Chris Crespin in top condition though. He continues to push forward. The crowd really enjoying this one here at Roller West. And now Chavez catches Crespin, and he just kind of stumbled a little bit, might have been off balance. Referee Al Martinez comes in and resets the two. Neither guy has been down. Crespin was down in the first round, but he fell through the ropes as the ropes gave way. It was not a knockdown. He was not hurt in any way, but he did have to climb back through the ropes, though. And now you see him working with both hands. Chavez just falls back and then answers back with his punches. These guys kind of just taking turns. There you see a body shot from Joe Chavez. Nice right hand to the body. And that kind of backed Crespin up a little bit. And now a right hand that lands to the head and comes back to the body. Chavez now with a series of shots. This has been a grueling 4-rounder, a good test for both fighters. Oh, and a right hand lands from Crespin. Right on the money. Chavez pushes him forward back against the ropes. Again, Chavez clips Crespin with some little shots to the chin. Crespin continues to come forward and rip uppercuts and right hands. There's a body shot for body shot, and they both catch each other with right hands. This one is a war going down to the wire here. Again, Crespin pushing Chavez back against the ropes, and Chavez laying against the ropes and firing back. And that ends this fight. It ends just the way it started. This is going to be an interesting decision here for these three judges. Two well-respected fighters from New Mexico, and they gave it their all. The fans appreciate it, and man, we're just dying to see who won. Good luck, judges. So the commissioners are tabulating up the scores of the three judges. And we should have a decision here shortly. Man, this is a good one. The experience of Crespin showed, and just the hunger and tenacity of Joe Chavez. He was a little bit outsized, I think, though. It seemed like he was being pushed back, but he continued to punch, and that was the right thing to do. And I think the judge's decision is ready. Let's go up to ring announcer Leroy Mora.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a draw. Joe Chavez scores a 39-39. Joe Chavez 39-16. Chris Crespin 40-38. And ladies and gentlemen, we have time for judges to go to the thank you so much.
Okay, so the bout was declared a draw by the two judges. Two judges having it. One judge had it for Crespin, and the other two had it even. It's a majority draw. Thanks for joining us tonight here on the 8 Count Boxing Hour.